Hi everybody, welcome back to the model railway. Just a very quick update today. Pleased to say that I've now got all the points in the new motive power depot all wired up. They're all wired up to their point motors, the old solenoid point motors. Cut holes in the baseboard tops and mounted the solenoids under the pico points in the traditional manner. I was thinking of actually changing the point motors to slow action ones, but at the end of the day I had all these old solenoid point motors which were really doing nothing, sitting in the box, so I thought I'd use them. They must be all of 30 years old, but they still give fantastic service, and they're bulletproof, really, to be quite honest, these old solenoids. So I was looking on the internet as well that new point motors are going to be at least £5 or £6 each, so at the end of the day I thought I might as well use them. So I've now wired them all up. All the points, as I said before, have been modified to give good slow running over the frogs, and as I say, they've all been modified to connect the rail to the running rail there. I don't know what you call that, the running rail to the switch rail, I'm not sure, but anyway, they're connected up now, and as you can probably see, I've connected up the frogs to a micro switch, which is actually underneath the layout. I just see if I can just zoom in on here underneath, where we are here. I don't know if you can actually see that there. Where are we? Probably not. Oh yes, there we are. So what you have to do is you have to mount the micro switch on a little block of wood. The optimum thickness of that wood is about 11 millimeters, so that brings it to the level of the solenoid point motor, and then you can just connect the, I don't know if you can see it here, connect the arm of the solenoid switch to the tie bar of the solenoid point motor. And it's thanks to a couple of YouTubers and a couple of members of RMweb. Thank you very much for that information. Managed to do that all right with the micro switches, which I bought from Trains for You, I beg your pardon, from Layouts for You, should I say, at March. They're £1 each, and they're certainly a big improvement on the old PL13 point motors that I was using before. For PL13 switches, should I say. I'm getting all my words all mixed up today, sorry about that. More mixed up than usual, should I say. So anyway, folks, just to let you know that making progress. Now I've just got to wire up the point motors to the new switch panel, which I'm going to do hopefully tomorrow. So hopefully to get back to you next week with that update. And the loco that I'm using to test all the new point work is the trusty old Bachmann 03, which is actually one of the very old ones with a split chassis, which, as I mentioned before on one of my videos, that I managed to convert it to DCC, and I just put a really cheap Hattons decoder in it and hardwired it in. And really, I wouldn't say it's my, well, I would say it's my worst running locomotive, because it's such an old mechanism. It's one of the old mainline mechanisms actually, and it's only got it's got the pickups on the 6 wheels obviously, but it's not the best, you know, being the split chassis. But my reckoning is that if this goes over the point work, then anything will. To be quite honest, I'm absolutely amazed the beauty of the digital system. I mean, I've only got an NC power cab, a basic system, and I really can't believe the good running that you can get out of digital DCC, because this locomotive never ran very well on analog, even with a good controller. I mean, I always had good analog controllers. I had gauge master controllers, and they were grand, but I was never able to get the smooth running and the slow running that I can get from this digital system. Anyway, I've had to tweak a few CVs on the decoder, but really, I mean, it's quite extraordinary. Just to give you a little example here, we just set it off now. Speed step 2, shall we say? I mean, that is quite extraordinary, isn't it? Considering it's one of the old mainline split chassis locos. And there we are. Now up to speed step number 6. It's virtually silent as well. I can't believe it. As it used to grind along, you know. Needless to say, I'm not going to bother fitting sound into this particular loco, but I say if this negotiates the stop for a second. If this negotiates the point work, then any of my locos will, to be quite honest. And there you go. I mean, it's absolutely perfect, really. Quite extraordinary. There we go. Get to a standstill there. Bring it. I was never able to do that before, you know. Bring a loco of that age to a standstill over the frog of a point. And just start it off again so smoothly. And so that's the great thing about DCC. I mean, I'd never ever go back to analog now. Fantastic. Anyway, folks, that's about it for now. Further update next week. Thank you very much for your interest and all your comments. Very much appreciated, actually, and the fact that a good few of you have actually come up with some tips and some advice, especially on the micro switches. That was absolutely great. So thank you very much, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you very much, and stay safe, everyone. Bye bye for now.